Hello, and welcome to Cats for Sleep. There are a few things about cats that often surprise people. Even while sleeping, a cat's brain remains partially aware of familiar sounds in its environment, such as the voice of a person it lives with. Cats also adapted to human life without being bred to serve or assist humans in the way many other domestic animals were. And much of the world cats respond to happens at a sensory level that humans rarely notice, involving subtle movement, vibration, and sound. Science looks at cats by observing patterns that repeat. Rather than focusing on individual personality, it pays attention to what most cats do most of the time. These patterns appear in how cats move, how they rest, how they respond to their surroundings, and how they adjust to familiar environments. Over long periods of observation, these repeated behaviors begin to form a clear picture. Cats are studied across several areas of science at once. Biology helps explain how their bodies are built and how their systems function. Behavioral research focuses on how cats act in predictable ways when left to their own choices. Environmental observation examines how cats interact with spaces, objects, sounds, and routines over time. Together, these approaches help explain why cats behave consistently across different homes and settings. One reason cats are especially suited to observational study is that they tend to conserve effort. They do not experiment constantly with new behaviors. When something works, it is repeated. This makes feline behavior stable and reliable, which allows patterns to emerge clearly. A cat that finds a comfortable resting place will often return to it again and again, reinforcing familiarity rather than novelty. Scientific understanding of cats also comes from long-term coexistence with humans. Cats have lived near people for thousands of years without being tightly controlled. They choose where to rest, when to engage, and how to move through shared spaces. Because of this, much of what science knows about cats comes from watching what they do when no instruction is given. Cats are often described as simple animals, yet their consistency is the result of complex systems working together. Muscles, senses, memory, and environment all contribute to behavior. Science does not view a cat as random or mysterious, but as an animal that follows clear biological priorities. Energy is conserved. Attention is selective. Movement is deliberate. Another important aspect of feline science is that cats do not rely heavily on social reinforcement. Their behavior is guided more by internal regulation than by external reward. This allows them to remain steady in changing environments, returning to familiar patterns once new information has been assessed. Rather than reacting constantly to every change, cats observe first. If no action is required, they return to rest. This approach reduces unnecessary energy use and supports long periods of stillness. Over time, these choices shape a daily rhythm that remains remarkably consistent. Science does not try to make cats behave differently. It simply watches how they already function. By focusing on repeatable patterns instead of individual moments, scientific observation reveals a clear picture of how cats live, move, and rest. This understanding begins not with complexity, but with noticing how little cats need to change in order to remain comfortable in their world. When science looks at cats, one of the first things it does is place them within a broader system of classification. This system helps explain how cats relate to other animals and why certain traits appear consistently across the species. Rather than focusing on behavior alone, classification examines physical structure, genetics, and shared characteristics. Domestic cats are classified as Felis catus. This places them within the Felidae family, a group that includes both large and small wild cats. Members of this family share a number of defining traits, including retractable claws, sharp teeth adapted for cutting meat, and a body structure built for controlled movement, rather than endurance. Even at a glance, these similarities are visible in posture, gait, and resting position. Within the Felidae family, domestic cats are most closely related to small wild cats, rather than larger species such as lions or tigers. Their size, hunting style, and solitary tendencies align more closely with animals like wildcats and desert cats. Scientific classification reflects these shared traits, grouping cats based on anatomy and evolutionary relationship rather than lifestyle. One notable aspect of cat classification is how little their core biology has changed through domestication. Genetic studies show that domestic cats remain very similar to their wild relatives. While coat color and pattern have diversified, internal systems such as digestion, sensory processing, and muscle structure remain largely unchanged. This limited biological shift sets cats apart from many other domesticated animals. Unlike species that were selectively bred for specific tasks, cats entered human environments gradually because there was no strong pressure to alter their physical structure or behavior. Their classification remains closely aligned with wild feline species. This explains why many instinctive behaviors seen in domestic cats mirror those observed in wild cats of similar size. Scientific classification also considers skeletal structure. Cats possess a lightweight yet durable skeleton designed to support flexibility and balance. Their collarbones are not rigidly attached, allowing the shoulders to move freely. This structural feature supports climbing, squeezing through narrow spaces, and landing with control. These traits are consistent across the Felidae family and reinforce the cat's place within it. Teeth play an important role in classification as well. Cats have teeth designed for slicing rather than grinding. The shape and alignment of their teeth reflect a diet centered on animal tissue. This dental structure is a defining characteristic of felines and remains consistent regardless of whether a cat lives in the wild or indoors. The classification of cats also includes their sensory priorities. Vision adapted for low light, hearing tuned to higher frequencies, and a strong reliance on scent place cats firmly within the predator category. These systems work together, supporting a lifestyle based on observation and precise action rather than sustained pursuit. Scientific naming helps standardize understanding across cultures and languages. While cats may be referred to differently around the world, their classification provides a common reference point. This shared framework allows researchers to compare observations, track health patterns, and study behavior across diverse environments. Another important aspect of classification is recognizing variation within the species. While all domestic cats share core traits, individual differences still appear. Size, coat type, and temperament vary. Yet these differences exist within a stable biological framework. Classification helps separate variation from fundamental identity. Cats are also classified based on reproductive traits. Their reproductive cycles, litter sizes, and developmental stages follow predictable patterns shared with other small felines. These biological rhythms further reinforce their placement within the Felidae family and help scientists understand population dynamics. Understanding classification does not require specialized knowledge. It simply provides context. By knowing where cats fit among other animals, it becomes easier to understand why they behave the way they do. Their independence, efficiency, and sensory awareness are not unique quirks, but expressions of their place within a broader biological group. Through classification and species identity, science establishes a foundation. It shows that domestic cats are not separate from nature, but part of a larger continuum of feline life. This framework allows all other observations to build logically, connecting behavior, movement, and rest back to a shared biological design that remains consistent across environments. A cat's body is shaped around a simple priority: controlled movement with minimal effort. When science examines feline structure, it focuses on how bones, muscles, and connective tissue work together to support balance, agility, and rest. The result is a body that appears relaxed most of the time, yet is capable of precise action when needed. One of the most important features of a cat's body is its spine. Cats have a highly flexible spinal column made up of many small vertebrae connected by elastic discs. This flexibility allows the spine to bend, extend, and twist far more than in many other mammals. During movement, the spine acts like a spring, storing and releasing energy in a smooth, controlled way. This spinal flexibility supports several functions at once. When a cat walks, the spine contributes to a flowing, even gait. When a cat jumps, the spine extends to increase reach and then compresses on landing to absorb impact. Even during rest, the spine allows the body to settle into positions that distribute weight evenly, reducing pressure on any one area. The shoulder structure of cats also contributes to their range of motion. Unlike humans, cats do not have collarbones that rigidly connect the shoulders to the rest of the skeleton. Instead, the shoulder blades are attached by muscle. This allows each front leg to move independently, increasing stride length and enabling cats to pass through narrow spaces without altering posture dramatically. This design makes movement quieter and more efficient. A cat can step lightly, adjust direction mid-stride, or pause without destabilizing the body. These small adjustments happen continuously, often without visible effort. Science views this as a system optimized for balance rather than speed. Muscle placement further supports flexibility. Cats have long muscles that span multiple joints, allowing smooth transitions between movement and stillness. These muscles are designed for short, powerful actions rather than prolonged exertion. This is why cats tend to move briefly and then rest, rather than remaining active for long periods. The ribcage also plays a role in flexibility. A cat's ribcage is relatively narrow and compressible, allowing the body to twist and turn with ease. This structure supports both movement and breathing, enabling the chest to expand comfortably during rest and activity alike. Limbs are proportioned to support precision. The hind legs are powerful, providing the main force for jumping and climbing. The front legs focus more on control and placement, guiding movement and absorbing impact. This division of labor allows cats to move confidently across varied surfaces. Even the neck contributes to overall flexibility. Cats can rotate their head smoothly, maintaining awareness of their surroundings without shifting the rest of the body. This allows observation without movement, supporting energy conservation. Flexibility is not limited to active movement. It also shapes how cats rest. Cats often choose positions that appear folded, stretched, or loosely curled. These positions are made possible by joint range and muscle elasticity. Resting postures allow muscles to remain relaxed without becoming stiff, supporting readiness without tension. Scientific observation shows that flexibility helps reduce injury. When cats land, the body distributes force across joints, muscles, and spine rather than concentrating it in one area. This reduces strain and supports longevity. Even slips or missteps are often corrected mid-motion due to rapid postural adjustment. As cats age, flexibility may decrease slightly, yet the underlying structure remains the same. Older cats adjust by choosing lower resting spots or moving more deliberately. These changes reflect adaptation rather than loss of function. Overall, feline body structure emphasizes harmony between movement and rest. Flexibility allows cats to move when needed and settle when not. The same structures that enable agile motion also support long periods of stillness. Science views this not as coincidence, but as an integrated design that prioritizes efficiency, balance, and comfort. By understanding how a cat's body is built, it becomes easier to understand why cats move the way they do. Their flexibility is not decorative. It is foundational. It allows them to occupy space quietly, adjust to their environment with ease, and return naturally to rest once movement is complete. When science looks at how cats move, it focuses less on speed and more on efficiency. Cats are not built to run long distances or maintain constant activity. Instead, their muscles are designed to support short, precise movements, followed by extended periods of rest. This pattern appears consistently across environments and remains one of the defining features of feline movement. Cats rely heavily on fast-twitch muscle fibers. These fibers are specialized for brief bursts of power rather than endurance. Fast-twitch muscles contract quickly and generate strong force, but they tire more rapidly than slow-twitch muscles. This explains why cats tend to move decisively and then stop, rather than remaining in motion for long periods. Movement in cats is purposeful. Each step, jump, or stretch serves a clear function. Science observes that cats rarely move without reason. When they do move, muscles engage fully, then relax completely once the action is finished. This cycle allows energy to be used efficiently, reducing unnecessary expenditure. Walking provides a clear example of this efficiency. A cat's gait is smooth and controlled, with minimal vertical movement. The body stays level as the legs move beneath it. This reduces energy loss and keeps motion quiet. Even at a slow pace, muscles coordinate to maintain balance and direction, with little visible effort. Jumping highlights how feline muscles work together. The hind legs generate most of the force, pushing the body upward or forward. At the same time, core muscles stabilize the spine, guiding trajectory. Front limbs prepare for landing, absorbing impact and adjusting position. Each muscle group plays a specific role, and the action ends quickly, returning the body to stillness. Cats also use muscles to control deceleration. Landing is not abrupt. Muscles lengthen as they contract, a process known as eccentric contraction. This helps absorb force gradually, protecting joints and bones. This controlled landing is one reason cats are able to move across varied surfaces without frequent injury. Another important aspect of feline movement is muscle relaxation. Between movements, muscles fully release tension. This is visible when cats rest, stretch out, or curl into comfortable positions. Relaxation allows blood flow to return evenly and prevents stiffness. Science recognizes this ability to alternate between tension and release as central to feline comfort. Stretching plays a role in maintaining muscle function. Cats stretch frequently, often after periods of rest. These stretches lengthen muscle fibers, increase circulation, and prepare the body for movement. Stretching also reinforces awareness of body position, supporting coordination and balance. Movement choices are influenced by effort assessment. Cats appear to evaluate whether an action is worth the energy required. If a jump feels unnecessary or uncertain, a cat may choose an alternate route or remain still. This decision-making reflects an underlying muscle strategy that favors conservation. Even small movements reflect muscle efficiency. Turning the head, shifting weight, or adjusting posture involves coordinated muscle activation, followed by immediate relaxation. These micro-movements allow cats to remain comfortable without fully engaging larger muscle groups. Science also notes that cats prefer surfaces that support muscle control. Stable, familiar surfaces allow muscles to operate predictably. Slippery or unfamiliar surfaces may cause hesitation, not because cats are fearful, but because muscle feedback becomes less reliable. This sensitivity influences movement choices throughout the day. As cats age, muscle mass may gradually decrease. However, movement patterns remain similar. Older cats still rely on short, deliberate actions, adjusting distance and height rather than abandoning movement altogether. Muscles adapt by engaging more carefully, preserving function through efficiency rather than strength. Environmental conditions can also affect muscle use. Warm environments support muscle relaxation, while colder conditions may increase stiffness temporarily. Cats respond by choosing resting spots that maintain comfort, supporting muscle health indirectly. Overall, feline muscle science reveals a system designed around balance. Muscles provide power when needed and release completely when not. This pattern supports a lifestyle that alternates between action and rest without strain. Movement is brief, controlled, and intentional, followed by extended stillness. Understanding how cats move helps explain why they appear calm so much of the time. Their muscles are not built for constant activity. They are built for readiness. This readiness allows cats to remain settled, conserving energy until movement becomes necessary. Once action is complete, muscles relax, and the body returns naturally to rest, maintaining the steady rhythm that defines feline life. Balancing cats is the result of several systems working together quietly and continuously. Rather than relying on strength alone, cats maintain stability through coordination, sensory feedback, and constant small adjustments. Science, views feline balance not as a single ability, but as an ongoing process that operates whether a cat is moving or resting. One of the central components of balance is the inner ear. Inside the skull, specialized structures detect changes in head position and motion. These structures send signals to the brain that help a cat understand orientation in space. Even small shifts in angle or speed are registered quickly, allowing posture to adjust almost immediately. This internal system supports stability without conscious effort. The tail plays an important supporting role in coordination. Acting as a counterbalance, the tail helps manage changes in direction and momentum. When a cat turns, climbs, or walks along a narrow surface, subtle tail movements help redistribute weight. These movements are often small and rhythmic, fine-tuning balance rather than dramatically correcting it. Vision also contributes to coordination. Cats use visual cues to judge distance, height, and movement. By tracking edges, surfaces, and changes in light, they maintain spatial awareness. This visual input works alongside inner ear signals, allowing the body to confirm orientation and adjust accordingly. Muscle feedback adds another layer. Within muscles and joints are receptors that provide information about position and tension. This feedback tells the brain how the limbs are placed and how much force is being used. Through this constant communication, cats can make precise adjustments without needing to stop or look down at their feet. Coordination becomes especially visible during movement across narrow or elevated surfaces. When a cat walks along a ledge or railing, each step is placed deliberately. Weight shifts smoothly from one limb to another, maintaining balance throughout the motion. If a surface feels unstable, the cat may pause briefly, reassessing before continuing. Landing from a jump demonstrates coordination in action. As the cat descends, the body rotates and aligns so that the feet meet the surface evenly. This adjustment happens mid-air, guided by inner ear signals and muscle memory. The landing itself is controlled, with joints bending to absorb impact gradually. Even during stillness, balance remains active. When a cat sits or lies down, small postural adjustments continue. Muscles engage and release subtly to maintain comfort and alignment. This ongoing balance work allows cats to rest in positions that might appear precarious without losing stability. Coordination also influences how cats choose where to move. Familiar surfaces provide reliable feedback, making balance easier to maintain. Unfamiliar or unstable surfaces may be approached cautiously. This is not hesitation without reason, but an evaluation of how well the body can coordinate movement in that context. Cats refine coordination through repetition. Repeated routes and familiar resting spots reinforce muscle memory. Over time, these movements become smoother and more efficient. The body learns what adjustments are needed and performs them automatically. Kittens develop balance gradually. Early movements are unsteady as sensory systems and muscle feedback mature. Through play and exploration, coordination improves. By adulthood, balance becomes reliable and precise, allowing confident movement through complex environments. As cats age, coordination may change subtly. Reaction times may slow slightly, and movements may become more deliberate. However, the underlying systems remain functional. Older cats often compensate by choosing stable surfaces and reducing jump height, maintaining balance through adaptation rather than force. Environmental factors can influence coordination. Lighting conditions affect visual input, while surface texture affects grip and feedback. Cats adjust their movement based on these cues, choosing paths that support stable motion. This adaptability helps maintain balance across changing conditions. Scientific observation shows that feline coordination reduces injury risk. By distributing force evenly and adjusting posture continuously, cats avoid sudden strain. Balance allows movement to remain controlled even when surfaces shift or missteps occur. Overall, balance and coordination in cats reflect a system designed for precision. Rather than relying on speed or power, cats maintain stability through constant feedback and adjustment. This allows them to move confidently when needed and remain comfortable when still. Through coordinated balance, cats navigate their environment quietly and efficiently. Their movements appear effortless, not because they require no effort, but because their bodies manage that effort intelligently. This balance supports both motion and rest, allowing cats to remain settled, aware, and stable within their surroundings. When science examines a cat's claws, it does not treat them as accessories or expressions of behavior. Claws are understood as tools, structures designed to perform specific functions reliably over time. Their form, placement, and movement all serve practical purposes that support how cats move through their environment. A defining feature of feline claws is their ability to retract. When a cat is resting or walking on stable ground, the claws are pulled back into protective sheaths within the toes. This retraction prevents constant contact with surfaces, reducing wear. By limiting friction, claws remain sharp and functional, without requiring continuous maintenance through use alone. Retraction also protects the claw itself. The outer layer of a claw is made of keratin, similar to human fingernails, but shaped into a curved point. Keeping the claw retracted when it is not needed prevents cracking or blunting. This preservation ensures that when a claw is extended, it is effective immediately. Claws are extended intentionally. When a cat grips a surface, climbs, stretches, or scratches, muscles within the toes engage to push the claws outward. This action is precise rather than forceful. Each claw can be extended independently, allowing fine control. Science views this as a system optimized for selective engagement rather than constant use. Scratching plays a role in maintaining claw health. As a cat scratches a surface, the outer layer of the claw sheath sheds. This process exposes a new, sharper layer beneath. Scratching is not random or excessive. It is a mechanical process that keeps claws functional. Without this shedding, claws could become overly thick or uneven. Claws also support climbing and grip. When a cat climbs, the claws anchor into surfaces, providing stability. This grip allows cats to move upward using controlled force rather than slipping. Even on textured surfaces, claws provide additional contact points that improve balance and control. Foreclaws and hindclaws serve different roles. Foreclaws are more curved and are used primarily for grasping, climbing, and precise contact. Hindclaws tend to be straighter and assist with traction and propulsion. This division of function reflects how cats distribute effort between their front and back limbs. During movement, claws contribute to stability without always being visible. On soft or textured surfaces, claws may extend slightly to increase grip. On smooth surfaces, they may remain retracted, allowing paw pads to make full contact. This adaptability helps cats move confidently across varied environments. Claws also interact with sensory systems. When claws engage a surface, feedback travels through the toes and limbs. This information helps the cat assess surface texture, resistance, and stability. In this way, claws contribute indirectly to decision-making during movement. At rest, claws remain inactive. This inactivity is intentional. Keeping claws retracted reduces muscle tension in the feet and allows the body to settle fully. Resting with relaxed feet supports overall comfort and reduces strain on joints and tendons. Science also notes that claw growth follows a steady cycle. Claws grow continuously and are maintained through shedding rather than trimming in natural conditions. This growth pattern ensures that claws remain available when needed while adapting to use and environment. Environmental conditions influence how claws are used. Cats adjust their claw engagement based on surface type. Rough surfaces may encourage scratching, while soft surfaces may not. These choices reflect efficiency rather than habit. As cats age, claw use may change slightly. Older cats may scratch less forcefully or climb less often, yet the functional system remains intact. Claws continue to grow and retract as designed. Adjustments reflect changing movement patterns rather than loss of function. Claws are not tools of constant action. They are tools of readiness. Science emphasizes that claws remain most effective when used selectively. This selective use supports longevity, preserving structure and function over time. Understanding claws as a functional system helps explain many aspects of feline movement. Rather than acting impulsively, cats extend claws only when necessary. This restraint supports quiet movement, energy conservation, and controlled interaction with the environment. In this way, claws reflect a broader pattern in feline biology. They are designed not for constant use, but for reliability. When a claw is needed, it works. When it is not, it rests. This balance allows cats to move through their world with confidence, while remaining physically settled the rest of the time. A cat's paws serve as the primary point of contact between the body and the environment. While they support weight and movement, their role extends beyond structure. Science views paws as sensory instruments that continuously gather information about surfaces, stability, and subtle changes in the surroundings. This constant feedback helps guide movement choices with precision. Paw pads contain a dense network of nerve endings. These nerves respond to pressure, texture, and vibration. When a cat steps onto a surface, information travels quickly from the paws to the brain, allowing immediate assessment. This process happens automatically, without conscious effort, and repeats with every step. One important function of the paw pads is vibration detection. Cats can sense small vibrations through their feet, including movement caused by other animals, shifting objects, or environmental changes. This ability supports awareness even when visual or auditory cues are limited. Vibration sensing adds another layer to a cat's understanding of its surroundings. Texture plays a key role in how cats choose where to walk. Smooth, rough, soft, or uneven surfaces, each provide different sensory input. Cats often prefer surfaces that offer reliable feedback, where the paws can grip or settle comfortably. This preference reflects a desire for stability rather than caution. Paw pads also provide traction. The surface of the pads is slightly textured, helping prevent slipping. This traction supports controlled movement, especially during jumps or quick changes in direction. By maintaining grip, paw pads reduce the need for corrective muscle action, conserving energy. Insulation is another important function. Paw pads help protect against temperature extremes. They reduce heat loss on cold surfaces and buffer contact with hot ground. This insulation allows cats to move comfortably across a variety of environments without discomfort. In addition to nerve endings, paw pads contain scent glands. As cats walk, they leave behind subtle scent traces. These traces are not strong markers but contribute to familiarity within an environment. The act of walking itself reinforces a sense of place, connecting movement with scent-based recognition. Contact with surfaces informs decision-making. Before committing to a jump or step, a cat may tap or press a paw lightly against a surface. This action gathers information about firmness and distance. Based on this feedback, the cat decides whether to proceed, adjust, or remain still. Even during rest, paws remain responsive. Small adjustments in paw position help distribute weight evenly, supporting comfort. This constant micro-adjustment allows cats to rest in relaxed positions without strain, maintaining circulation and balance. Kittens develop paw sensitivity early. As they explore, repeated contact with surfaces helps build sensory maps. Over time, the brain learns how different textures feel and how much force is needed to move across them. This learning supports confident movement in adulthood. Environmental familiarity enhances paw feedback. In known spaces, cats rely on memory combined with sensory input. This reduces hesitation and allows smoother movement. Unfamiliar surfaces may prompt slower steps, not due to fear, but due to the need for updated sensory information. Paw sensitivity also influences play. During play, cats often bat or tap objects with their paws. These actions provide immediate feedback about weight, resistance, and movement. Through this interaction, cats refine coordination and control. As cats age, paw sensitivity may change slightly. Pads may become thicker, and nerve response may slow. Cats adapt by choosing more stable surfaces and reducing risky movements. These adjustments preserve comfort and safety without altering the underlying sensory function. Scientific observation shows that paw feedback reduces injury risk. By detecting instability early, cats can adjust posture before losing balance. This proactive response supports safe movement across varied terrain. Overall, paws function as both support and sensors. They gather information continuously, guiding each step and pause. This sensory role allows cats to move deliberately, minimizing unnecessary effort and maintaining stability. Understanding the science of paws helps explain why cats appear cautious yet confident. They are not guessing. Each movement is informed by feedback gathered through contact. This system allows cats to navigate their environment quietly and effectively, balancing awareness with calm movement that supports both activity and rest. A cat's visual system is shaped around one primary requirement: seeing well enough to move and respond in low light conditions. Science does not describe feline vision as sharper or more detailed than human vision, but as differently prioritized. Cats see the world in a way that supports awareness, motion detection, and spatial orientation, especially when light is limited. Cats see well in low light because their eyes are built to gather and use available light efficiently. One key feature supporting this is a reflective layer behind the retina, known as the tapetum lucidum. This layer reflects light back through the retina, giving light-sensitive cells a second chance to detect it. This process increases visual sensitivity without requiring brighter conditions. Pupils play a major role in light control. A cat's pupils can expand and contract rapidly, adjusting to changes in light much faster than human pupils. In dim conditions, the pupils open wide, allowing more light to enter the eye. In bright light, they narrow into vertical slits, reducing light intake and protecting sensitive retinal cells. The vertical shape of a cat's pupils is not random. Science suggests that this shape improves depth perception and distance judgment, particularly at close range. This helps cats assess how far away objects are, which supports precise movement and controlled jumping. The pupil shape works alongside head position and whisker feedback to guide motion. Peripheral vision is another strength of feline sight. Cats have a wider field of view than humans, allowing them to detect movement across a broad area without turning their heads. This wide-angle awareness supports observation while remaining still. A cat can remain at rest while monitoring its surroundings through subtle eye and head movements. Color perception in cats differs from that of humans. Cats do not see the full range of colors that people do. Their vision is more limited, with stronger sensitivity to blues and greens and less sensitivity to reds. However, color detail is less important to cats than contrast and motion. Science emphasizes that cats rely more on brightness differences than color distinction. Motion detection is one of the most developed aspects of feline vision. Cats are highly sensitive to small, quick movements. This sensitivity allows them to notice subtle changes, such as a shifting shadow or a slight motion across the floor. Static objects may draw less attention, while movement immediately stands out. This focus on motion explains why cats may ignore stationary objects, but react quickly when something moves. Their visual system prioritizes change over detail. From a scientific perspective, this supports energy efficiency. Attention is directed only when something requires assessment. Cats also process visual information in coordination with other senses. Vision works alongside hearing, smell, and tactile feedback. When visual information is unclear, other sensory systems contribute. This integration allows cats to function confidently, even when one sensory input is limited. Eye placement contributes to visual processing. Cats have forward-facing eyes, providing binocular vision. This overlap allows accurate depth perception, which is essential for judging distances. While peripheral vision remains wide, the forward focus supports precise movement when needed. Blinking and eye closure also play a role in visual regulation. Cats often narrow their eyes or blink slowly in relaxed states. This reduces visual input and protects the eyes from dryness. It also supports comfort during rest by limiting unnecessary stimulation. During rest, visual processing does not fully stop. Cats may sleep with eyes partially closed, allowing light to enter without full engagement. This partial awareness supports quick response if conditions change, without disrupting rest unnecessarily. As cats age, visual processing may change slightly. Sensitivity to light may decrease, and adjustment to darkness may take longer. Cats adapt by relying more on memory and familiar routes, reducing the need for constant visual assessment. Environmental lighting influences visual behavior. Cats often choose resting spots based on light levels, preferring dim or filtered light. Bright lighting may prompt relocation rather than distress, reflecting preference rather than discomfort. Scientific observation shows that feline vision supports a balance between awareness and rest. Cats do not seek constant visual stimulation. Their eyes are designed to gather just enough information to remain oriented, then allow attention to soften when nothing requires action. Their vision does not demand continuous focus. Instead, it remains ready, scanning gently for change. This allows cats to remain settled in low-light environments, moving only when necessary, and returning easily to stillness once visual assessment is complete. A cat's hearing system is designed to gather information efficiently, without requiring constant movement or visual confirmation. Science describes feline hearing as highly sensitive, precise, and directional. Rather than simply detecting loud sounds, cats are tuned to notice subtle changes in their auditory environment, allowing them to remain aware while conserving energy. Cats hear a wider range of frequencies than humans. Their ears are especially sensitive to higher-pitched sounds, including frequencies that fall outside the human hearing range. This sensitivity allows cats to detect faint or distant noises that might otherwise go unnoticed. From a scientific perspective, this expanded range supports awareness rather than constant reaction. The structure of a cat's ears plays a central role in sound detection. Each ear contains numerous small muscles that allow it to rotate independently. This mobility lets cats focus on specific sound sources without moving their heads or bodies. A cat can remain completely still while its ears pivot toward a sound, gathering information quietly. Directional hearing helps cats locate the source of sound accurately. By comparing the timing and intensity of sound reaching each ear, the brain determines where the sound originates. This process happens rapidly and without conscious effort. Even small differences in sound arrival provide useful spatial information. Sound helps cats locate movement in their environment. Footsteps, rustling objects, or subtle vibrations produce auditory cues that guide attention. Cats often respond to sound before visual confirmation is possible. This early detection allows assessment without requiring immediate action. Sudden noises typically trigger alertness. A sharp or unexpected sound activates the auditory system quickly, prompting ear movement and heightened awareness. However, this response does not always lead to physical movement. Often, a cat will listen first, deciding whether further response is necessary. Familiar sounds shape comfort zones. Over time, cats learn which sounds belong to their regular environment. Household noises, voices, and routine sounds become part of a predictable soundscape. Once recognized, these sounds no longer require active attention, allowing cats to rest even in the presence of background noise. This ability to filter sound is important. Cats do not respond equally to all auditory input. Science notes that they prioritize unfamiliar or changing sounds over constant ones. A steady noise, such as a fan or distant traffic, may fade into the background, while a new or irregular sound stands out. Hearing works closely with other sensory systems. When a sound is detected, cats often pause to gather additional information through smell or vibration. This integration supports accurate assessment without rushing. Listening becomes the first step in decision-making. Cats also adjust ear position to regulate sensory input. Ears angled forward indicate focused listening. Ears turned slightly outward or sideways suggest relaxed awareness. Flattened ears signal the need to reduce sensory input. These positions help manage how much sound reaches the inner ear. During rest, hearing remains active. Even when asleep, cats can respond to meaningful sounds. The auditory system stays partially engaged, allowing cats to wake quickly if necessary. This selective awareness supports deep rest without complete disengagement. Kittens develop auditory sensitivity early. As hearing matures, kittens respond to sound with curiosity and movement. Over time, experience teaches which sounds require action and which do not. This learning refines auditory response, supporting calm behavior in adulthood. As cats age, hearing sensitivity may change gradually. Some high-frequency sounds may become less noticeable. Cats adapt by relying more on familiar sound patterns and other sensory input. This adjustment allows continued orientation within known environments. Environmental acoustics influence behavior. Quiet, familiar spaces support rest, while echoing or unpredictable sound environments may prompt relocation. Cats choose spaces where sound behaves consistently, reinforcing comfort through predictability. Scientific observation shows that feline hearing prioritizes efficiency. Cats do not listen constantly in an active way. Instead, their auditory system remains ready, filtering information until something requires attention. This approach reduces unnecessary stimulation. Understanding the science of hearing helps explain why cats often appear calm, even in active environments. Their ears gather information continuously, yet their bodies remain still. Sound is assessed, categorized, and often dismissed without movement. Through sensitive hearing and selective attention, cats maintain awareness without disruption. This balance allows them to share space with others while preserving rest. Their auditory system supports quiet presence, enabling them to remain settled, alert, and ready without needing to engage unless conditions truly change. For cats, smell is not a background sense. It is a primary way of gathering information about the environment. Science describes feline scent processing as continuous and data-driven. Every space a cat enters contains chemical signals that inform recognition, familiarity, and decision-making without requiring conscious interpretation. Cats possess a highly developed olfactory system. The nasal cavity contains millions of scent receptors capable of detecting a wide range of chemical compounds. This sensitivity allows cats to distinguish subtle differences in scent that may not be noticeable to humans. These differences carry information about objects, animals, and changes in the environment. In addition to the main olfactory system, cats have a specialized structure known as the vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ. This organ detects pheromones and other chemical signals. When cats pause with their mouths slightly open, they are directing scent molecules toward this organ for analysis. This behavior allows deeper chemical assessment beyond ordinary smell. Smell is processed continuously. As a cat moves through space, air carries scent molecules into the nasal passages. The brain compares these inputs to stored information, determining whether a scent is familiar or new. This process happens automatically and shapes how cats respond to their surroundings. Facial glands release scent markers. These glands are located around the cheeks, chin, and forehead. When a cat rubs against objects or people, it deposits subtle chemical traces. These markers do not announce presence loudly. Instead, they reinforce familiarity, making spaces feel stable and recognized. Urine marking also communicates chemical information, though it is used more selectively. This form of marking provides data about presence, status, and timing. From a scientific standpoint, it functions as long-term information storage within an environment. Not all cats use urine marking, and its use varies by context. Smell strongly influences food acceptance. Before eating, cats often sniff food carefully. This behavior allows assessment of freshness, composition, and safety. Even minor changes in scent can affect willingness to eat. This reliance on smell explains why cats may reject food that appears unchanged to humans. Chemical information helps define familiar spaces. A home environment becomes layered with overlapping scents from the cat, humans, and objects. These layers create a scent map that supports orientation. When familiar scents are present, cats move and rest with greater ease. Scent also supports memory. Cats remember places and objects through associated smells. A location visited previously may feel recognizable even if visual elements change. This scent-based memory contributes to long-term environmental stability. Cats also use scent to assess other animals. Chemical cues provide information about identity, health, and recent activity. This assessment often happens quietly through brief sniffing or air sampling. Based on this data, cats decide whether to approach, avoid, or ignore. Unlike humans, cats do not interpret scent emotionally in a narrative way. Science frames scent as information rather than feeling. A scent is either familiar or unfamiliar, stable or changed. This categorization guides behavior without emotional attachment. Environmental changes that disrupt scent patterns can affect behavior temporarily. Cleaning products, rearranged furniture, or new objects alter the chemical landscape. Cats may investigate these changes to update their scent map. Once new information is integrated, behavior returns to baseline. During rest, scent continues to play a role. Cats often choose resting spots that carry familiar smells. These scents support relaxation by confirming environmental stability. Familiar chemical cues reduce the need for ongoing assessment. As cats age, olfactory sensitivity may change slightly. However, reliance on scent remains strong. Older cats often prefer consistent environments where scent patterns remain predictable. This consistency supports calm behavior and orientation. Scientific observation shows that scent processing supports efficiency. By gathering chemical information passively, cats reduce the need for constant visual or auditory monitoring. Smell provides a steady stream of data without requiring movement. Understanding smell as chemical information helps explain many feline behaviors. Rubbing, sniffing, and marking are not expressions of emotion. They are data management actions that support familiarity and stability. Through scent, cats maintain a continuous awareness of their environment. Chemical cues inform where they are, what has changed, and what remains the same. This quiet information system allows cats to remain settled, confident, and at ease within shared spaces, returning easily to rest once their environment is understood. When science examines how cats eat, it focuses less on preference as choice and more on biology as constraint. A cat's sense of taste is shaped by its evolutionary role as a strict meat eater. This biological foundation determines what cats notice, what they ignore, and how feeding behavior develops over time. Cats are obligate carnivores. This means their bodies are biologically adapted to rely on nutrients found primarily in animal tissue. Unlike omnivores, cats do not require dietary variety to meet their needs. Instead, their systems are optimized to extract energy, protein, and essential compounds from meat. Taste. Perception reflects this specialization. One of the most notable features of feline taste is the absence of sweet taste receptors. Scientific studies show that cats cannot detect sweetness in the way humans do. Sugars do not register as appealing or meaningful. This absence aligns with their natural diet, which contains little to no sugar. As a result, cats are indifferent to sweet flavors, rather than avoiding them intentionally. Taste receptors in cats are more responsive to amino acids and fats. These compounds signal protein-rich foods, which are critical for feline health. When cats show preference for certain foods, it is often tied to these chemical signals rather than flavor complexity. Taste functions as a filter, guiding cats toward nutritionally appropriate options. Texture plays a significant role in feeding behavior. Cats are sensitive to the physical structure of food. The firmness, moisture content, and size of pieces all influence acceptance. This sensitivity reflects how cats evolved to consume prey, which varies in texture but follows predictable patterns. Food that feels unfamiliar may be rejected even if nutritionally suitable. Smell strongly affects taste perception. Before eating, cats rely heavily on scent to evaluate food. If the smell does not meet expectation, taste alone is often not enough to prompt eating. This explains why cats may refuse food that looks unchanged but smells slightly different. Taste and smell operate together rather than independently. Feeding preferences also reflect consistency. Cats tend to favor foods that match what they are accustomed to. This is not stubbornness, but efficiency. Familiar foods provide predictable sensory input, reducing uncertainty. Once a food is accepted, it becomes part of a stable routine. Temperature can influence feeding behavior as well. Slightly warmed food releases more aroma, making it more detectable. In natural conditions, prey would be warm. This association remains embedded in feline feeding responses, shaping how cats react to food presentation. Cats eat in small portions rather than large meals. This pattern aligns with their hunting history, where multiple small prey items would be consumed over time. Feeding behavior reflects this rhythm, with cats often returning to food intermittently rather than eating everything at once. Water intake is closely tied to feeding. Cats naturally obtain much of their hydration from food. Moisture-rich diets support this pattern, while dry food requires additional water consumption. Taste does not drive hydration directly, but feeding choices influence fluid balance. As cats age, taste sensitivity may change slightly. Appetite may become more influenced by texture and smell than taste alone. Older cats often prefer familiar foods with consistent sensory properties. Stability becomes more important than novelty. Stress and environmental change can affect feeding behavior temporarily. New surroundings, altered routines, or unfamiliar smells may reduce appetite. Once the environment stabilizes, feeding patterns usually return to normal. This response reflects caution rather than loss of interest in food. Scientific observation emphasizes that cats do not eat for pleasure in the same way humans do. Feeding is functional. Taste exists to confirm suitability, not to encourage excess. When a cat eats, it is responding to biological signals rather than seeking variety or stimulation. Understanding taste through a biological lens helps explain why cats can seem selective. Their preferences are shaped by evolutionary design rather than choice. What they accept aligns closely with what their bodies require. Through taste, smell, and texture, cats maintain a feeding system that supports efficiency and balance. Eating remains a calm, purposeful activity, fitting naturally into their broader rhythm of rest and movement. This steady approach to feeding allows cats to meet their needs without disruption, returning easily to stillness once nourishment is complete. A cat's digestive system is shaped by a long history of processing animal-based food efficiently. Science approaches feline digestion by examining structure, timing, and biological requirements rather than preference or diet trends. What emerges is a system designed for simplicity, speed, and consistency. Cats have relatively short digestive tracts compared to omnivores. This shorter length reflects the type of food their bodies are built to process. Animal tissue breaks down more quickly than plant material, requiring less fermentation and extended digestion. A shorter tract allows nutrients to be absorbed efficiently without prolonged processing. Digestion in cats begins in the mouth, but only briefly. Teeth are designed to cut and tear rather than grind. Food is broken into manageable pieces and swallowed with minimal chewing. This design aligns with a digestive system that expects easily digestible material rather than fibrous plant matter. Once food reaches the stomach, strong acids and enzymes begin breaking down protein. Cats produce stomach acids at a higher baseline level than many other animals. This supports rapid protein digestion and helps neutralize bacteria that may be present in raw or freshly consumed food sources, reflecting ancestral feeding conditions. The small intestine is where most nutrient absorption occurs. Its length and structure are optimized for extracting amino acids and fats. Enzymes released from the pancreas support this process, breaking down complex molecules into forms the body can use immediately. This efficiency allows cats to meet their needs without consuming large quantities of food. Taurine is a biologically essential compound for cats. Unlike some animals, cats cannot synthesize taurine in sufficient amounts on their own. It must be obtained through food. Taurine supports vision, heart function, and neurological health. Its necessity highlights how closely feline digestion is tied to animal-based nutrients. Fat digestion is particularly efficient in cats. Fats provide a dense source of energy and are readily processed by the feline digestive system. Enzymes break fats down into usable components, supporting energy needs without requiring frequent feeding. This efficiency aligns with a lifestyle built around short activity bursts and extended rest. Carbohydrates play a limited role in digestion. Cats lack certain enzymes needed to process large amounts of plant-based carbohydrates. While small amounts can be digested, they are not central to energy production. The digestive system prioritizes protein and fat as primary fuel sources. Hydration is closely linked to digestion. Cats evolved to obtain much of their water intake from food rather than direct drinking. Animal tissue naturally contains moisture, contributing to fluid balance. This relationship between feeding and hydration remains evident in feline biology today. Digestive timing in cats is steady and predictable. Food moves through the system efficiently, with minimal storage or delay. This reduces the need for large meals and supports smaller, more frequent feeding patterns when food is available. Digestion remains functional, without drawing significant attention or energy. The gut microbiome in cats supports this streamlined digestion. Bacterial populations are adapted to protein and fat processing, rather than fermentation of plant matter. This balance supports nutrient absorption and digestive stability over time. Stress and environmental change can temporarily affect digestion. New surroundings or disrupted routines may slow appetite or alter digestive rhythm. Once stability returns, digestion typically normalizes without intervention. This response reflects sensitivity to environmental consistency rather than fragility. As cats age, digestion may slow slightly, but the overall structure remains the same. Older cats often adapt by eating smaller amounts or resting more after meals. These changes reflect adjustment rather than dysfunction. Scientific observation shows that the feline digestive system operates quietly and efficiently. It does not require variety or stimulation. Its role is functional: to extract necessary nutrients with minimal effort and return the body to balance. Understanding feline digestion helps explain why cats thrive on routine. Their digestive system is not designed for constant change. Consistency supports efficiency, comfort, and stability. Through a streamlined digestive process, cats meet their needs calmly, allowing the body to return quickly to rest once digestion is complete. Sleep is one of the most visible aspects of a cat's daily life. Yet science frames it as a carefully regulated biological process, rather than simple inactivity. Cats do not sleep continuously in one long stretch. Instead, their rest unfolds in repeating cycles that balance awareness, recovery, and energy conservation. Cats sleep many hours each day, often averaging between 12 and 16 hours, though some individuals may rest longer. This extended rest reflects how feline bodies are designed to function. Rather than sustaining long periods of activity, cats rely on brief movement followed by recovery. Sleep supports this rhythm by restoring physical and neurological balance. Feline sleep occurs in short cycles. These cycles alternate between lighter sleep and deeper rest. Light sleep allows the body to relax while maintaining partial awareness of the environment. During this phase, a cat may respond to sounds or movement without fully waking. This responsiveness supports safety while still providing rest. Deeper sleep follows light sleep periodically. In this phase, muscle tone decreases, breathing becomes slower, and the body enters a state of more complete relaxation. Deep sleep supports tissue repair, immune function, and neurological processing. These restorative processes occur quietly, without visible signs. Cats move between these sleep stages many times throughout the day and night. Rather than grouping sleep into one long period, cats distribute rest across 24 hours. This pattern allows flexibility, enabling cats to align some sleep with household activity and some with quiet periods. Sleep positions reflect the depth of rest. During light sleep, cats may sit upright, tuck their paws beneath their bodies, or keep their heads raised. These positions allow quick response. During deeper sleep, cats often lie on their sides or curl into relaxed shapes, indicating a greater sense of security. Environmental safety strongly influences rest patterns. Familiar surroundings, predictable routines, and stable sound environments encourage deeper sleep. In unfamiliar or unpredictable settings, cats may remain in lighter sleep stages more often, maintaining readiness without fully disengaging. The brain remains selectively active during sleep. Sensory pathways related to hearing and smell stay partially engaged. This allows cats to wake quickly if necessary. Sleep is therefore balanced between recovery and awareness, rather than complete disengagement. Kittens sleep even more than adult cats. Growth and neurological development require extended rest. During sleep, neural connections strengthen and physical growth processes occur. Frequent rest supports learning and coordination as kittens mature. As cats transition into adulthood, sleep patterns stabilize. Total sleep time may decrease slightly, but rest remains a dominant activity. Adult cats develop preferred sleeping locations and routines, reinforcing environmental familiarity and comfort. Aging brings gradual changes to sleep cycles. Older cats often sleep more frequently with longer rest periods. Sleep may become lighter overall with more frequent waking. These changes support recovery as movement slows and energy demands shift. Light exposure affects sleep timing. Cats often choose dim or shaded areas for rest. Reduced light input supports relaxation and limits stimulation. Bright light may prompt relocation rather than disruption, reflecting preference for low stimulation environments. Temperature also influences sleep behavior. Cats tend to seek warm resting spots, especially during deeper sleep. Warmth supports muscle relaxation and conserves energy. This preference aligns with their biological design to minimize energy loss. Scientific observation shows that sleep supports emotional regulation. Well-rested cats respond more calmly to change and maintain consistent behavior. Sleep reduces overstimulation and helps maintain equilibrium. Importantly, cats do not experience sleep as separate from activity. Rest and movement form a continuous cycle. After activity, sleep follows naturally. After sleep, the body is prepared for movement without urgency. Understanding feline sleep cycles helps explain why cats appear settled for much of the day. Extended rest is not a sign of inactivity, but of balance. Through repeated cycles of light and deep sleep, cats maintain physical readiness while conserving energy. Sleep allows cats to remain steady within their environment. It supports recovery without requiring isolation. Through rest, cats maintain the quiet rhythm that defines their presence, allowing them to share space calmly while remaining responsive when needed. Energy use in cats follows a pattern that appears simple on the surface, but is highly refined biologically. Rather than spreading effort evenly throughout the day, cats concentrate energy into short, purposeful moments and spend the rest of their time conserving it. Science understands this pattern as an adaptive strategy, not a passive one. Cats expend energy selectively. Movement is rarely constant or repetitive without reason. When a cat decides to act, the body commits fully, using muscles, senses, and attention together. Once the action is complete, energy use drops sharply. This clear division between activity and rest prevents unnecessary calorie loss. Activity in cats typically occurs in brief bursts. These bursts may involve jumping, running, climbing, or play. Each burst is short-lived, often lasting only seconds. During this time, energy output is high, but it is not sustained. The body is designed to return to rest quickly once the task is complete. This pattern contrasts with animals adapted for endurance. Cats are not built to move continuously over long distances. Their muscle composition, metabolism, and nervous system favor rapid engagement followed by recovery. Energy conservation is therefore not avoidance of effort, but a strategic pause between necessary actions. Rest prevents unnecessary calorie loss. When a cat remains still, metabolic demands remain low. Heart rate slows, breathing becomes steady, and muscle tension releases. This state allows the body to preserve stored energy for moments when it is truly needed. Science recognizes this stillness as an active form of regulation. Metabolism in cats supports this efficiency. Baseline metabolic processes continue steadily, maintaining essential functions without excess output. When activity begins, metabolism increases rapidly to meet demand, then returns to baseline just as quickly. This responsiveness supports quick transitions between rest and action. Stillness is biologically adaptive. Remaining motionless reduces exposure, conserves heat, and limits energy expenditure. In natural conditions, this would reduce the need for frequent feeding and lower the risk associated with constant movement. Even in modern environments, this adaptation remains unchanged. Cats often choose resting positions that support conservation. Curling the body inward reduces surface area, helping retain warmth. Stretching out fully may occur when temperature and safety allow, supporting muscle relaxation without energy loss. These positions reflect fine-tuned energy management rather than comfort alone. Energy conservation also influences decision-making. Cats frequently assess whether an action is worth the energy cost. If a jump, chase, or movement does not provide clear benefit, the cat may remain still. This evaluation happens quickly and quietly. guiding behavior without hesitation. Play follows the same principles. Play sessions are often short and intense, followed by rest. Play mimics hunting behavior, using energy in concentrated bursts. Once the burst ends, the cat settles again. This pattern reinforces both physical conditioning and conservation. Environmental conditions affect energy use. Cold environments increase energy demand to maintain body temperature. Cats respond by resting more and choosing warmer locations. In warmer environments, energy may be spent more freely, but still within brief windows of activity. As cats age, energy conservation becomes more pronounced. Older cats may engage in fewer bursts of activity and spend more time resting. This shift reflects changing physical capacity rather than loss of interest. Energy is preserved to support comfort and stability. Scientific observation shows that conserving energy supports long-term health. Reduced unnecessary movement limits joint strain and muscle fatigue. It also supports consistent behavior, reducing stress on bodily systems. Cats do not experience conservation as restriction. Rest is not imposed, it is chosen. The body naturally returns to stillness once action is complete. This rhythm allows cats to remain prepared without remaining active. Understanding feline energy use helps explain why cats appear calm for much of the day. Their bodies are not understimulated. They are regulated. Energy is stored, released, and restored in a continuous cycle that supports both readiness and rest. Through selective activity and deliberate stillness, cats maintain balance. Energy is used only when needed and conserved the rest of the time. This efficiency allows cats to remain steady, comfortable, and resilient within their environment, sustaining the quiet rhythm that defines their daily lives. When science examines the cat brain, it does not focus on intelligence in a human sense, but on how information is received, filtered, and acted upon. The feline brain is organized to support awareness, efficient decision-making, and controlled response rather than constant analysis or problem-solving. This structure shapes how cats interact with their environment quietly and selectively. The cat brain prioritizes sensory input. Large portions of the brain are dedicated to processing information from sight, sound, smell, and touch. This emphasis reflects a lifestyle built around observation. Cats gather data continuously without needing to act on it immediately. Sensory information is received, sorted, and either stored or dismissed, depending on relevance. Decision-making in cats favors risk assessment. When a cat encounters a new situation, the brain evaluates potential outcomes before movement occurs. This evaluation happens quickly and often results in stillness rather than action. Remaining motionless allows the brain to gather additional information without committing energy or increasing risk. Memory plays a key role in this process. Cats rely heavily on spatial memory. The brain stores detailed maps of familiar environments, including routes, resting places, and points of elevation. These mental maps reduce the need for constant reassessment. Once a space is learned, movement becomes more efficient and predictable. Learning in cats occurs primarily through repetition rather than instruction. When an action leads to a stable outcome, it is more likely to be repeated. The brain strengthens neural pathways associated with successful behaviors. Over time, these behaviors become automatic, requiring less cognitive effort. Attention in cats is highly selective. The brain filters out familiar or unchanging stimuli. Constant sounds, steady light, and routine movements fade into the background. This filtering prevents sensory overload and allows cats to rest even in active environments. Attention is reserved for change rather than continuity. This selective attention explains why cats may seem disengaged. Their brains are not inactive. They are conserving cognitive energy by ignoring what does not require response. When something changes, attention returns instantly, guided by sensory systems tuned for detection. The feline brain also supports emotional regulation through consistency. Predictable environments reduce cognitive demand. When routines remain stable, the brain does not need to reassess safety repeatedly. This stability supports calm behavior and sustained rest. Neural processing in cats favors simplicity. Rather than analyzing multiple possibilities, the brain often chooses the lowest effort option that maintains safety. If remaining still provides adequate information, movement is delayed. This approach supports energy conservation and reduces unnecessary action. Play contributes to brain development and maintenance. During play, cats rehearse movement patterns and sensory responses. These activities reinforce neural connections without prolonged cognitive strain. Once play ends, the brain returns easily to a resting state. During rest, the brain remains partially active. Sensory pathways related to hearing and smell stay alert, while others reduce activity. This allows cats to rest deeply without losing awareness. Brain activity shifts rather than stops, supporting balance between recovery and readiness. As cats age, brain processing remains efficient, though response times may slow slightly. Memory and learned patterns become more important, guiding behavior through familiarity rather than exploration. Older cats rely on established routines to reduce cognitive load. Stress can temporarily affect brain processing. Unfamiliar environments or disrupted routines increase sensory monitoring and reduce rest. Once stability returns, the brain resumes selective filtering, allowing behavior to normalize without intervention. Scientific observation shows that feline cognition is not about complexity, but about efficiency. The brain gathers what it needs and ignores the rest. Decisions are made quietly, often resulting in stillness rather than action. Understanding how the cat brain processes information helps explain their calm presence. Their minds are not constantly active in visible ways. Instead, they operate in the background, maintaining awareness while allowing the body to remain at rest. Through selective attention, memory, and efficient decision-making, the feline brain supports a steady rhythm of life. Thought leads to minimal movement. Movement returns to rest, and rest preserves readiness. This balance allows cats to remain composed, aware, and quietly responsive within their environment. Cats learn in ways that are subtle, gradual, and closely tied to their environment. Science does not describe feline learning as obedience-based or performance-driven. Instead, it is framed as a process of adaptation, where behavior changes in response to repeated outcomes and stable patterns. Learning in cats is quiet and cumulative rather than dramatic. Observation plays a central role in how cats learn. Before acting, cats often watch. They note movement, timing, and outcomes without immediate participation. This observational phase allows the brain to gather information without committing energy. Once a pattern becomes clear, action may follow. Repetition reinforces behavior. When a specific action leads to a predictable result, neural pathways strengthen. For example, if resting in a certain spot consistently provides warmth and safety, that location becomes preferred. The cat does not need to reconsider this choice each time. Learning simplifies future decisions. Cats also learn through environmental feedback. Surfaces, sounds, and spatial layouts provide information that shapes behavior. If a jump proves stable, it is remembered as reliable. If a surface feels unstable, it may be avoided. These associations form gradually through experience. Familiar patterns reduce stress. Predictable routines lower the need for constant sensory monitoring. When feeding times, household sounds, and daily rhythms remain consistent, cats can relax more deeply. Learning these patterns allows the nervous system to shift toward rest rather than vigilance. Adaptation occurs over time. Cats do not rapidly change behavior without repeated evidence. This slow adjustment protects them from unnecessary risk. Once a new pattern is accepted, it is incorporated smoothly into existing routines. Routine supports stability. Cats often develop daily habits that align with environmental rhythms. These habits are not rigid, but provide structure. They help the cat anticipate what comes next, reducing uncertainty and cognitive effort. Learning also applies to social contexts. Cats observe how others behave within shared spaces. They learn which interactions are neutral, which are avoidable, and which are familiar. These lessons develop without formal signaling, guided by repeated exposure. Play contributes to learning by allowing experimentation in low-risk contexts. During play, cats test movements, timing, and coordination. These experiences refine motor skills and sensory processing. Once play ends, learning is retained without needing repetition. Adaptation includes adjustment to human routines. Cats living in households often align rest and activity with human schedules. This alignment does not require instruction. It develops as cats observe patterns of noise, light, and movement over time. Changes in environment may temporarily disrupt behavior. New furniture, rearranged spaces, or altered routines introduce unfamiliar patterns. Cats respond by observing and updating their internal maps. Once the new environment becomes familiar, behavior stabilizes again. As cats age, learning continues, though the pace may slow. Older cats rely more on established routines and familiar environments. New learning still occurs, but adaptation favors stability over exploration. Scientific observation shows that feline learning is not driven by reward alone. It is driven by consistency. Repeated, predictable outcomes shape behavior more effectively than isolated events. Cats do not seek novelty for its own sake. Exploration occurs when information is incomplete. Once understanding is achieved, repetition becomes preferred. This preference supports energy conservation and emotional balance. Understanding learning and adaptation in cats helps explain their measured behavior. They do not rush into change. They observe, test, and then decide. This approach reduces unnecessary effort and supports long-term comfort. Through observation, repetition, and gradual adjustment, cats integrate new information into their lives quietly. Learning does not disrupt rest, it enhances it. By adapting smoothly to their environment, cats maintain stability while remaining capable of change when needed. When science studies how cats relate to others, it does not begin with assumptions about companionship or isolation. Instead, it looks at patterns of tolerance, spacing, and choice. Cats are not social in the same way as pack animals, but they are not unsocial either. Their social behavior follows a different structure, one based on flexibility rather than obligation. Cats are not pack animals. Unlike species that rely on coordinated group activity, cats evolved to meet their needs independently. Hunting, resting, and movement do not require cooperation. This independence shapes how cats approach social situations. Interaction is optional rather than required, and social behavior adjusts according to context. Social tolerance varies by individual. Some cats are comfortable sharing space with others, while others prefer solitude. These differences are not signs of success or failure. They reflect variation in temperament, early experience, and environmental stability. Science treats this variability as normal, rather than something to correct. Shared space does not necessarily mean shared activity. Cats may occupy the same room without interacting directly. This form of coexistence allows social presence without demand. From a scientific perspective, this arrangement supports calm by reducing pressure for constant engagement. Distance can signal comfort. A cat resting nearby but not touching may be expressing trust rather than avoidance. Maintaining a chosen distance allows the cat to remain relaxed while still participating in the social environment. This spacing is adjustable and often shifts naturally over time. Interaction is choice-based. Cats initiate contact when conditions feel right and disengage when they do not. This autonomy supports emotional regulation. Because interaction is not forced, it tends to remain brief and calm. Social signals in cats are subtle. Small changes in posture, ear position, or orientation communicate readiness or disinterest. These signals help regulate interaction without conflict. When respected, social exchanges remain smooth and low stress. Cats also form social bonds selectively. When bonds do form, they are often based on consistency rather than intensity. Regular proximity, predictable behavior, and shared routines support familiarity. These bonds develop gradually and may not involve frequent physical contact. Human interaction fits into this framework. Cats often treat humans as part of their environment, rather than as leaders or dependents. Observation replaces constant interaction. A cat may watch a person quietly, choosing moments of engagement based on comfort rather than expectation. Social learning plays a role in tolerance. Cats raised in environments with other animals or people may develop higher comfort with shared space. However, this does not eliminate individual preference. Even well-socialized cats retain autonomy over interaction. Conflict avoidance is a key feature of feline social behavior. Cats prefer to reduce tension through distance, stillness, or disengagement, rather than confrontation. These strategies help maintain stability within shared environments. As cats age, social behavior may shift. Some older cats seek more proximity, while others prefer increased solitude. These changes reflect evolving comfort needs rather than emotional withdrawal. Environmental stability supports social calm. Predictable routines and familiar spaces reduce the need for defensive behavior. When cats feel secure, social tolerance often increases naturally. Scientific observation emphasizes that feline social behavior cannot be measured by frequency of interaction alone. Comfort, choice, and consistency matter more than visible affection. Understanding the social science of cats helps explain why their relationships feel quiet. Cats do not perform sociality, they inhabit it. Their interactions are woven into shared space rather than expressed through constant contact. Through selective tolerance and choice-based interaction, cats maintain balance within social environments. Their social world is not loud or demanding. It is defined by presence, spacing, and the freedom to engage or rest without pressure. When science examines how cats communicate, it does not begin with emotion or intention. Instead, it looks at signals, consistency, and function. Feline communication is designed to convey information clearly while minimizing effort. Rather than relying on constant sound or display, cats communicate through posture, positioning, and selective vocalization. Vocalization among cats is limited compared to many other animals. Adult cats do not rely heavily on sound to communicate with one another. In natural settings, silence supports safety and efficiency. Sound can reveal location, attract attention, or require energy to produce. As a result, cats reserve vocalization for situations where it provides clear benefit. Meowing is a notable exception, and science consistently finds that it is largely human-directed. Kittens meow to communicate with their mothers, but this behavior typically fades in adulthood when interacting with other cats. With humans, however, meowing often persists. This suggests that cats adapt vocal behavior to suit the responsiveness of their environment, rather than using it as a primary communication tool. Different meows often correspond to different contexts, such as seeking access, attention, or routine-related interaction. These sounds are usually brief and purposeful. They are not used continuously, and many cats reduce vocalization once the situation stabilizes. From a scientific perspective, this reflects efficiency rather than expressiveness. Body posture conveys a large amount of information. The way a cat holds its body communicates readiness, relaxation, or uncertainty. A relaxed posture with evenly distributed weight suggests comfort. A tense posture with lowered body position suggests caution. These signals are visible without movement or sound, making them effective and low cost. Tail position is another key communication tool. A tail held upright often indicates comfort or neutrality. A tail held low or tucked close to the body may indicate caution. Slow, controlled tail movement can signal focused attention, while stillness often reflects calm. These signals are consistent and repeatable across individuals. Ear position also contributes to communication. Forward-facing ears suggest attention toward a stimulus. Ears angled outward may indicate relaxed awareness. Flattened ears reduce sensory input and can signal the need for distance. These adjustments help manage interaction without escalation. Facial orientation matters as well. Direct staring can be interpreted as a challenge, while a relaxed gaze or partial eye closure suggests ease. Cats often avoid prolonged direct eye contact to maintain calm social spacing. This behavior supports peaceful coexistence. Silence itself is functional. Remaining quiet allows cats to observe without influencing the environment. Silence reduces sensory load and preserves energy. In shared spaces, quiet presence allows cats to remain involved without drawing attention. Communication in cats often involves absence rather than action. Choosing where to sit, how far to position oneself, and whether to approach or withdraw communicates intent clearly. These choices shape interaction without requiring additional signals. Cats also communicate through movement timing. Approaching slowly, pausing, or retreating slightly can convey information about comfort levels. These timing-based signals help regulate interaction smoothly. Human environments influence communication patterns. Cats living with people may use more vocalization simply because humans respond to sound more readily than to subtle posture changes. This adaptation does not replace their original communication systems, but adds an additional layer. Consistency is central to feline communication. Signals are reliable and repeated rather than dramatic. This predictability reduces misunderstanding and conflict, supporting stability within shared spaces. As cats age, communication may become even more subtle. Older cats often rely more on positioning and routine rather than sound. These adjustments reflect changing energy levels rather than reduced communicative ability. Scientific observation shows that feline communication prioritizes clarity with minimal effort. Each signal serves a purpose and is withdrawn once the message is delivered. There is little excess or repetition. Understanding feline communication systems helps explain why cats often seem quiet or reserved. They are not withholding expression. They are communicating efficiently. Their signals are designed to be read through observation rather than sound. Through posture, positioning, and selective vocalization, cats maintain control over interaction. Communication remains calm, functional, and adaptable. This system allows cats to share space without noise or conflict, supporting the steady rhythm of presence that defines their behavior. When cats live alongside humans, science does not frame this relationship as dependence or domestication in the strict sense. Instead, it is understood as adaptation. Cats enter human environments with biological systems already shaped for independence, efficiency, and sensory awareness. What changes is not the cat's core design, but how that design is applied within shared spaces. Cats adapt well to indoor environments because enclosed spaces offer predictability. Walls, furniture, and routines create stable boundaries that can be learned and remembered. Once these boundaries are mapped, cats move through indoor spaces with confidence, relying on memory rather than constant reassessment. Routines strongly influence feline behavior. Daily patterns of light, sound, and movement become reference points. Feeding times, sleep periods, and household activity establish a rhythm that cats observe and internalize. Over time, cats align their rest and activity with these patterns without instruction. Environmental familiarity reduces stress. When a space remains consistent, cats spend less energy monitoring for change. Familiar scents, objects, and layouts confirm that conditions are stable. This allows the nervous system to relax, supporting deeper rest and calmer behavior. Observation replaces constant interaction. Cats living with humans often watch rather than participate. They may sit quietly in the same room, tracking movement and sound without engaging. This observation is not passive. It allows cats to remain socially present while conserving energy and maintaining autonomy. Indoor environments also support vertical adaptation. Furniture, shelves, and ledges expand usable space. Cats use height to observe without interference, increasing their sense of control. Vertical access allows separation when needed and closeness when chosen. Human activity introduces predictable noise and motion. Over time, cats learn which sounds are meaningful and which are not. Familiar footsteps, voices, and appliances become part of the background. This filtering supports calm behavior even in active households. Lighting patterns shape rest. Indoor cats often choose sleeping locations based on light exposure. Sunlit areas support warmth and comfort, while dim spaces reduce stimulation. These choices reflect biological preferences rather than learned behavior. Cats also adapt their movement to human spaces. Narrow pathways, furniture edges, and floor surfaces influence gait and posture. Cats adjust stride length, claw use, and pacing to navigate safely and quietly. These adjustments happen automatically through sensory feedback. Shared spaces develop patterns. A cat may regularly rest in the same locations at similar times each day. These patterns reinforce environmental stability. Humans often notice these habits, but from a scientific perspective, they reflect memory-based efficiency rather than preference alone. Interaction remains flexible. Cats approach humans when conditions feel appropriate and withdraw when they do not. This flexibility allows coexistence without pressure. The ability to disengage supports emotional regulation and reduces conflict. Cats do not require constant attention to feel secure. Presence matters more than action. Simply sharing space can satisfy social tolerance. This explains why cats may choose to remain nearby without seeking physical contact. Environmental changes may temporarily alter behavior. New furniture, visitors, or altered routines introduce unfamiliar sensory information. Cats respond by observing and updating their internal maps. Once changes become familiar, behavior typically returns to baseline. Indoor environments also influence play and exploration. Limited space may reduce large-scale movement, but cats adapt by engaging in shorter bursts of activity. Play becomes more focused and contained, aligning with available space. As cats age, adaptation to human environments often deepens. Older cats rely more heavily on familiar routines and locations. Stability becomes increasingly important, and indoor spaces provide consistency that supports comfort. Scientific observation emphasizes that cats do not lose their independence in human environments. They apply the same biological systems, sensory processing, memory, energy conservation, to new contexts. Adaptation occurs without reshaping core behavior. Understanding cats in human environments helps explain their quiet presence. They are not passive occupants. They are active observers, continuously integrating information while minimizing effort. Through routine, familiarity, and choice, cats coexist comfortably with humans. Their behavior reflects adjustment rather than dependence. Human environments become another landscape to navigate, one that cats learn, map, and inhabit with the same steady rhythm that defines their biology. When science examines play in cats, it does not treat it as entertainment or excess energy release. Instead, play is understood as a biological process that rehearses movement, coordination, and sensory integration. Play follows recognizable patterns that reflect how a cat's body and brain are designed to function. Play mimics hunting sequences. The movements seen during play, stalking, pouncing, batting, and brief pursuit, mirror the physical actions used to engage moving targets. These sequences appear even in cats that have never hunted. This consistency shows that play is not learned behavior alone, but an expression of built-in motor patterns. Movement during play supports coordination. Rapid shifts in direction, quick paw movements, and controlled jumps engage multiple muscle groups at once. These actions reinforce timing between the brain, muscles, and sensory systems. Coordination improves through repetition, making movement more efficient over time. Play occurs in short sessions. Cats rarely engage in extended play without interruption. Instead, play unfolds in brief bursts followed by rest. This pattern matches the broader energy strategy seen throughout feline biology. High engagement is followed by recovery rather than sustained activity. Curiosity drives engagement. New objects, unfamiliar sounds, or subtle movement often trigger play responses. Curiosity does not require constant novelty, but responds to change. Once an object becomes familiar and predictable, interest may fade. This reflects a desire to gather information rather than maintain stimulation. Play also supports sensory calibration. During play, cats test how objects move, how surfaces feel, and how much force is required for control. These interactions refine sensory feedback systems, improving accuracy in future movements. Even simple play actions contribute to this calibration. Kittens play frequently as part of development. Early play helps build muscle strength, coordination, and neural connections. Through repeated movement, kittens learn how their bodies respond to effort and balance. This learning occurs without instruction, guided by internal motivation. As cats mature, play patterns change. Frequency may decrease, but structure remains. Adult cats often engage in shorter, more focused play sessions. The purpose shifts from development to maintenance, keeping systems responsive without unnecessary exertion. Play behavior also reflects environmental conditions. In smaller spaces, play may involve vertical movement or quick paw actions rather than long pursuits. Cats adapt play style to available space, demonstrating flexibility rather than frustration. Social context can influence play. Some cats engage in play with other animals or humans, while others prefer solitary play. These preferences reflect comfort levels rather than play capacity. Both forms support biological function equally. Play supports mental engagement without overstimulation. Because sessions are brief, cognitive effort remains balanced. Once interest wanes, cats disengage naturally. This prevents fatigue and maintains readiness. Repetition reinforces learning. When a particular movement sequence proves effective, it may be repeated across play sessions. These repetitions strengthen neural pathways associated with successful coordination. Over time, movements become smoother and more controlled. Play does not occur randomly. Cats often initiate play when rested and alert. This timing ensures that play supports learning rather than stress. Once energy is expended, rest follows naturally. As cats age, play continues to adapt. Older cats may engage less frequently or choose lower impact play. Movement becomes slower and more deliberate. These changes reflect physical adjustment rather than loss of interest. Play remains biologically relevant even when scaled down. Scientific observation shows that play supports overall system balance. It maintains muscle tone, reinforces coordination, and refreshes sensory processing. Importantly, it does so without disrupting rest patterns. Play also contributes to emotional regulation. Brief engagement followed by rest helps manage arousal levels. Cats return to calm states quickly, preserving stability. Understanding play as a biological process helps explain why cats play the way they do. It is not constant, dramatic, or prolonged. It is precise, purposeful, and temporary. Through play, cats rehearse movement and maintain readiness. Once the rehearsal ends, the body returns to stillness. This cycle allows cats to remain capable without remaining active, preserving the quiet rhythm that defines their daily life. Aging in cats is not marked by sudden shifts or dramatic milestones. Science describes it as a gradual rebalancing of systems that have been operating efficiently for many years. Rather than losing function all at once, a cat's body adjusts pace, preference, and recovery in small, continuous ways. These changes reflect adaptation rather than decline. Movement is often the first area where aging becomes noticeable. Over time, muscle mass may decrease slightly, and joints may lose some flexibility. As a result, movements become more deliberate. Jumps may be lower, steps more measured, and transitions between positions slower. These changes help reduce strain and support stability. Rest increases with age. Older cats tend to sleep longer and more frequently, returning to stillness more often between activities. This increased rest supports recovery, allowing muscles and joints more time to recover from use. Sleep remains structured in cycles, but deeper rest may occur more often as the body prioritizes restoration. Sensory processing can change gradually. Hearing sensitivity, particularly to higher frequencies, may diminish slightly. Vision may adjust more slowly to changes in light. Smell may become less acute. These shifts are typically subtle and occur over extended periods. Cats compensate by relying more on memory and familiar patterns. Preferences evolve with age. Older cats often choose resting places that are easier to access and more predictable. Warmth, softness, and stability become more important. Locations that once required climbing or jumping may be replaced by lower, more accessible spots. that provide the same comfort. Familiar patterns remain important. Routine supports orientation and calm as sensory input changes. Predictable feeding times, stable environments, and consistent human behavior reduce cognitive demand. Familiarity allows older cats to move and rest with confidence, even as physical capacity shifts. Energy use continues to follow the same principles seen earlier in life, but at a slower pace. Activity still occurs in short bursts, but these bursts may be less intense. Energy conservation becomes more pronounced, supporting comfort and reducing the risk of injury. Coordination remains present, though response time may slow. Older cats often take an extra moment to assess surfaces before moving. This pause reflects caution rather than inability. By allowing additional time for assessment, cats maintain control and safety. The digestive system may also adjust slightly. Appetite may change, and digestion may slow modestly. Cats often adapt by eating smaller amounts or resting after meals. These changes support comfort without altering the underlying digestive structure. Social behavior may shift subtly with age. Some older cats seek increased proximity to familiar individuals, while others prefer more solitude. These changes reflect evolving comfort needs rather than withdrawal. Social tolerance remains flexible and choice-based. Play continues, though it often becomes gentler. Older cats may engage in shorter play sessions with less vigorous movement. Play still serves biological functions, maintaining coordination and mental engagement without excessive effort. Pain perception and sensitivity may increase with age, particularly in joints. Cats respond by modifying movement rather than vocalizing discomfort. Reduced jumping, slower pacing, and increased rest are common adjustments that protect the body. Environmental stability becomes increasingly valuable. Sudden changes may take longer to integrate as sensory processing slows. Maintaining familiar layouts and routines supports adaptation without stress. Scientific observation emphasizes that aging in cats is not linear or uniform. Each cat adjusts differently based on genetics, environment, and experience. What remains consistent is the pattern of gradual change rather than abrupt loss. Importantly, core behaviors remain recognizable. Older cats still follow the same biological rhythms of rest, observation, and selective movement. The pace changes, but the structure does not. Understanding aging as biological adjustment helps reframe these changes. Slower movement and increased rest are not signs of disengagement. They are strategies that preserve comfort and stability. Through gradual adaptation, cats continue to occupy their environment with confidence. Aging refines rather than disrupts their rhythm. Familiar patterns, deliberate movement, and extended rest allow older cats to maintain balance, remaining present and settled as their bodies adjust over time. Across all of these systems, movement, rest, sensing, learning, and adaptation, cats remain remarkably consistent. Their bodies and behaviors follow repeatable biological patterns that change slowly and predictably over time. Nothing about a cat is rushed. Each system is built to function efficiently, then return to balance. Cats do not rely on constant action to remain capable. Readiness exists quietly in the background. Muscles rest, senses stay lightly engaged, and attention narrows only when something truly changes. This steady regulation allows cats to remain present without effort. Behavior reflects efficiency rather than intention. Movement happens when it serves a purpose. Stillness fills the space between. Over time, routines form, preferences settle, and the environment becomes familiar. These patterns are not learned quickly, but once established, they remain stable. Change does occur, but it arrives gradually. Aging alters pace, not structure. Adaptation reshapes behavior without disrupting underlying rhythms. What worked before continues to work, simply at a different speed or scale. Through all of this, presence remains steady. Cats occupy space without demanding it. They share environments without controlling them. Observation replaces action, and quiet replaces motion when nothing is required. This consistency is what allows cats to fit so easily into so many different environments. Not because they change themselves, but because their systems are designed to remain balanced regardless of setting. And as the body settles and the surroundings grow familiar again, nothing more needs to happen. The rhythm continues on its own, steady, efficient, and calm, allowing rest to arrive naturally, without instruction, just as it always does.